Is the result of a game. Victory at the cost of pain. Like a freight train, you're tied to the tracks.
How's it going, everyone? You got Corey here, aka MegaCrasher, bringing you guys another video. And what we have going on here, man, let's just say we have ourselves a sort of video that I haven't done in quite some time, and it is involving an in-depth APK teardown regarding Pokemon Go. So let's get into it, guys. So, first things first, to pretty much give you guys a pre-article summary as to what it is we'll be talking about here, we have ourselves Snorlax photobombing and waking up minigame. That is going to be really interesting to see what the details are here. We got new lures and incense. We got extra low quality mode now based on device type. We have Adventure Sync version 2 and updates to alerting you when Pokemon are nearby. We also have Evolution version 2 with new mechanics for evolving Pokemon, mostly focusing on Eevee, and new quests and badges. So we have ourselves, a few things of interest here to talk about. So let's get started with the first one being the Snorlax photobombing and wake up minigame. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so let's go into greater detail when it comes to the Snorlax photobombing here. So what it is we have is, if you guys don't know what photobombing is, to sum it up for you guys lightly, it is in the feature of AR Snapshot, where you have a chance of having a Pokemon photobomb you while taking AR pictures. Now, it started out with Smeargle, and then started out with Ash Cat Pikachu, and then, of course, currently going on is Detective Hat Pikachu, right? So it looks like now Snorlax is going to be one of the next Pokemon introduced into the whole photobombing shenanigans thing here. So let's read up into details here. We have a whole bunch of code here that I'm not even going to bother trying to read because I don't know code that well. But anyways, what it is we got going on here is, and I quote, so what it looks like is that Snorlax will photobomb you while sleeping. It then spawns on the map and you tap on it. You then need to choose if you want to wake it up or not, with the risk of it getting mad or hating you. Now, see, I find that to be quite amusing because here's the thing, is that I don't think any creature in any walk of life would be appreciative of being woken up abruptly if there's no good reason behind it, right? And in the case of Snorlax, the name snores in its name, it loves to sleep, so of course when you take away from what it loves to do, it's probably going to be mad, you know what I'm saying? So it appears to have several sleep states, so it might be a mini game trying to figure out when it will wake up. Once it is awake, it seems like you can do a few different animations or attacks, I guess. Scratch and flounder, not really sure what they mean by that. It also appears you can put it back to sleep. There was no mention of a Pokeflute anywhere that I can find, so don't get too excited. So this right here, it's a pretty interesting thing to be found here in the game's code. So let me know what you guys think about that. Are you guys into AR Snapshot? Are you guys into photobombing? And if that's the case, how excited would you guys be if this actually became a thing in Pokemon Go, being Snorlax, the next Pokemon to photobomb you, and of course having what appears to be, I guess, like, more depth behind it, rather than just tapping and encountering it. It seems like that they're gonna have like some sort of minigame or whatnot. Not entirely sure exactly what is going to be taking place or how it's going to be implemented in the game, but it seems like it's pretty interesting. So with that being said, let's move forward to the next topic. Alright guys, so coming up next we have ourselves new lures and lure/Pokestop framework. Now, once again, we have ourselves some code that's been found as well. We have ourselves, now see, these three words are very, very familiar because get this, alright? If you guys remember in a more recent video that we did, we spoke about how Trails actually ended up making a post about the Mossy lore, the Glacial lore, and the Magnetic lore, okay? And we even speculated further that when it came to the Mossy lore, it was going to be a way to trigger evolution for certain kind of Pokemon, such as Eevee into Leafeon, and then same for the Glacial lore, where it would be Eevee into Glaceon, and then the Magnetic lore would trigger evolutions from Magneton to Magnezone, and Nosepass to Probopass. But those were just my best guesses, Nothing is confirmed yet, but given the fact that this here popped up, it kind of gives a little bit more pool behind that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely thinking that Niantic is going to be implementing these things in Pokemon Go sometime soon. Perhaps in the next, big update that is going to happen, I want to say soon, because it's been a long time since Pokemon Go has given us, a very, very, big update. We're talking huge, So, a little more information on the new lures. Appears that the whole lure system has got a revamp with a new menu and loading mechanics. And also looks like you can have several lures going on at once. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to be really interesting to see how this is implemented in the game and just how many Pokemon will be affected here with these new lures. So, let me know what you guys think. This is pretty damn cool. I can't wait if they were to implement something like this in Pokemon Go. I can't wait. I've always wanted to have a Leafeon and a Glaceon, and especially, I've always wanted to have a Magnezone, given the fact that in my last Community Day video, I ended up hatching a shiny Magnemite. So, yeah, my shiny Magnemite is definitely going to be appreciative of the fact that it will be able to soon evolve into Magnezone. So, moving forward, ladies and gents. Alright, so now we move on to new incense here. So we have ourselves a code here that says incense ordinary count, incense spicy count, cool count, floral count. So I'm guessing that these incense here work in the same sort of ways as, say, the lures do, where it attracts certain types of Pokemon. So for, say, the spicy incense, it could attract, fire-type Pokemon. For the cool incense, it could attract more ice-type Pokemon. And for the floral incense, it could attract more, you could say, grass Pokemon. Maybe fairy, too, depending on, what Pokemon it is. Who knows, right? So, I mean, this right here is actually really, really interesting, and I can definitely get behind that. So in addition to new lures, there are also new incense coming as well. There wasn't any other code related to incense though, so it's probably not going to be as in-depth as lures are. So, seems like we're going to be getting some new items that are involving, attracting Pokemon of a certain kind. So, I mean, this is actually really, really awesome. I can't wait. So let's go ahead and let's move forward. So we have ourselves some extra low quality mode improvements. Seems like they listened to feedback, and extra low quality mode will now be based on device type, not just RAM. Hopefully people with iPhone 8s can go back to having a nice looking game. So not really anything too interesting here to go into further details. So let's go and let's move forward. This time now to Adventure Sync version 2 and nearby Pokemon and Pokestops. So as you see right here, we have ourselves a lot of code here that's been found, and let's go now into the details. So, a lot of references to background device service was renamed to Adventure Sync device service, and of course the addition of Adventure Sync version 2. We've seen the code in previous teardowns about being alerted to when Pokemon are nearby, and it seems they are fleshing this out with Pokestops and walking classifications as well. So, I mean, I'm not one that really uses Adventure Sync, but I mean, you know what? I definitely can get behind this, having a feature that is definitely looked upon by many people, especially when you're out and about, you're walking, you're hatching eggs, all that stuff. Say if you just want to be out for a casual walk and all that stuff, you don't want to be constantly looking at your phone, right? But if you get notified somehow of there being Pokemon nearby, you pull out your phone and be like, oh well, there's my phone's letting me know that there's Pokemon nearby. Better check to see if there's any rares or any potential shiny checks. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, this right here, I'm really, just excited about this, and I can't wait to see what they do with this. So, with that said, let's go ahead and let's move forward. So, ladies and gentlemen, up next, we have ourselves Evolution version 2 with a ton of code here. Just nothing but a wall of code here. Look at that. So, here's the thing, alright? As reported by Trails, new evolution mechanics are coming, and like Adventure Sync, they have found a fancy new version 2 for it. You can see it handles a wide range of things, mostly focusing on Eevee at the moment, but it'll be very interesting to see when where this evolves. That. I see the pun right there. I see the pun. You deserve to get knee choked for that. But anyways, let's keep going here. So, the move code was found with evolution code, unlock move for example, and because the move code isn't new, I'm betting evolutions now understand exclusive moves and might even warn you before evolving it, so if you evolve Surf Pikachu for example, it will lose the move. So yeah, it seems like honestly that we're having like all of these new ways of you being able to evolve Pokemon, as well as, you know, kind of giving you guys a little bit of warning to say, hey, you know, if you evolve this Pokemon with this move that's exclusive, keep in mind it's not going to keep the move when it evolves. So I mean, that right there is kind of like a nice little fine touch right there. So yeah, I'm definitely like down with this, you know. So let's just kind of, you know, read some of the code right here. So we get Evolution version 2, Evolution V2 settings. We also have ourselves can use EV Easter egg. Let's see what else. So use special, is quick move, unlock move. So here's the thing also is that I wonder if evolution is going to be based on certain moves as well. Like say for example, you know, in the main series game, right, you know, in order for you to get Yan Mega to evolve from Yanma, it has to acquire the move Ancient Power upon leveling up, right? So I kind of wonder if they're going to do something like that in Pokemon Go for future releases and all that stuff, where in order for a Pokemon to evolve further, it needs to have access to a certain move that, you know, it can get, whether it be through, you know, a quick move or a charge move. So do let me know your thoughts down below, what you guys think about all this so far, you know what I'm saying? So with that said, let's keep going. So up next, we have ourselves Koala settings. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of Sandbox and a lot of Koala in the code here as well. So Koala settings as reported by Trails, found with the evolution code through which is interesting. Seems to be related to a sandboxing environment. I'm not really sure what they mean by that. Although unclear if that's sandboxing for the devs or the end user at this point. So I don't really have too much to say about this, mostly because of the fact I don't even know what the hell sandboxing means. So I mean, if someone can comment down below and tell me what it means, that'd be great. So let's now move on to new quests. So we have ourselves take snapshots. So I mean, I would love to see quests involving you know, you taking AR snapshot photos of your Pokemon. So we even have it right here. So new quest as reported by Trails. I was able to find 2 more though, a snapshot quest and using a unique Pokemon. So yeah, I definitely would love to see what kind of rewards spawn from those sort of quests. And, you know, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be absolutely great. So we also have ourselves new badges as well, and just a ton of code here involving badges. So, you know, it's reported by Trails as well. We also have ourselves silhouettes. Might just be the silhouettes being updated on the nearby, but hopefully it's something cooler. And we also shows more code here. So sponsored Pokestop decorations. So you can actually scroll down here. We have ourselves like get ready for sponsored Pokestops to be all fancy on the map. So it's going to be a really cool visual right there. Definitely going to be really cool. We also have ourselves additional Pokestops content. Looks like there will be several pictures and text blurbs about Pokestops or gyms based on this. And then moving forward, we have ourselves gym transformation updates. I think this is related to gyms, maybe finally fixing the gym size display bug. Okay, pretty cool, pretty cool. And additional special move reroll code? Oh, wait a second now, hold the phone, hold up. Additional special move reroll code. So I mean, if I'm not mistaking or misunderstanding anything, I wonder if this involves you possibly having the ability to re-roll for special event moves of certain Pokemon of the past. Like say for example, if you want to have a Metagross with Meteor Mash, and say if you missed out on the Beldum Community Day, you don't have any friends to trade with and all that stuff, but you do have Metagross in your storage, and if this was to actually be implemented, can you imagine if you actually had a chance to re-roll your moves for a special move? So that means that it wouldn't just have Flash Cannon, it wouldn't just have Psychic or Earthquake. You could have a chance of possibly re-rolling that special event move, and in the Metagross case, it would be Meteor Mash. If they did something like that, that would definitely take the sting off a lot of people who, you know, unfortunately missed out on past Community Day events. That would be absolutely amazing. Like, Niantic, yeah, 100% I'm on board with this, man. 100% on board with this. So, coming up next, we have ourselves weather updates, both added to the types of weather fields. Also interesting, everything was renamed from fog level to fog. For example, appears they're working on a slightly different way to display weather conditions that use a global condition and severity level instead of individual levels per weather. So, pretty interesting right there. So, ladies and gentlemen, you know, there's a whole bunch more to cover, but it's not really anything too groundbreaking, so I'm not going to drag the video more than what it already needs to be in terms of length. So, I'll link you guys to the article here in the description box down below, so that way you guys can read it at your own pace. And that's going to be it here for this video, so I want to say thank you guys so very much for watching. Question of the video, what are you most hyped about when it comes to the future of Pokemon Go? I'm definitely hyped. Like, if we can just actually scroll back up here for a visual reference. Let's see here, one sec. Additional special move reroll code. I mean, if Niantic was to apply this feature in Pokemon Go, then it would be so awesome for a lot of people that unfortunately missed out on community day events or like special events that involve Pokemon getting special event moves. Now they have a chance to possibly reroll those Pokemon to get those special moves. That would be awesome. That would just be absolutely fantastic. So guys, let me know what you guys think about all this. You know, are you guys excited? Because I sure as hell am. I mean, you guys also know I'm a Pokemon Go guy. So, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Oh man, my voice just cracked. I'm going to try this again. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.